It's week 2 of the 2042 season, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Desperados and the Voyagers, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Straight to the air they go. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up second down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. To throw here on first down. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play, and it'll give them a first down. Working inside the red zone. That one's complete, right side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 13.
Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
3 on the board, and now he'll send this one away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the pilot of this offense, their rookie quarterback from Michigan.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
2nd and 3 now.
brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the well again. Oh, stiff arm. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's a throw. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Running for the marker on second. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes it. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He's dropping back to throw. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 32. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Hits him on the in route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives them the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They go play action on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face 2nd down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Hits the 20. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one splits the uprights. And the Desperados break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense getting set to go. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. Back to the air following the pick six. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's second down coming up. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. The Voyagers getting ready to punt this skyward. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go. But for us,
they're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up for the third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first two plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. He'll throw it. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. This offense ready to get going again now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. Play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing it again here. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Hauled in left side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hand off to the back. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. Time to begin the second quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. This offense getting all set for this series. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. They're throwing it. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You've got to keep punishing your opponent. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Now this offense ready to head back out. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5.
Second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43. Throw left side, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They have themselves another first and 10. Right up the gut. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Putting a receiver in motion. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, third down coming up.
Kate, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their fourth sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Looks like a pickup of 2, and now they've got 3rd and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete out to the right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Their offense running back out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Oh, here's another option. This one going right. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up 1st down. Setting up a throw. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throw on 3rd down. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it and save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident throws it away. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're in a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Now on fourth down, they're out to try for the field goal. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. This offense making its way back out now. They're facing a 13-6 deficit as they take over. Ball at the 33 for first down. The give now out of the shotgun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Throwing now on first down. Completed to his running back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And they bring him down around the 34.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Throwing deep for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
3rd and long for him here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. There he goes, right sideline. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. 2nd time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick six to watch.
That one right down the middle. And the Desperados double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Voyagers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. And they send a man in motion. Getting right back to it after that interception. On the move, headed right. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 38. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now, off play action. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That brings us to the break. The visiting Desperados holding an early advantage. Now let's get you back stateside. Jonathan Coachman waiting patiently to check in, bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start across the Atlantic in London, England, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Tigers bounced back from the opening week loss to even their record at 1-1. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. The Redwoods using that home crowd to get the victory there after the loss on opening weekend. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. The Nighthawks were losers a week ago, so they get the much-needed win at home in Week 2. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The ball is teed up, and we're off in quarter number 3. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive of the second half. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Handoff now out of the gun. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 31. He's got a man left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll give him a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Has a man, it's Brown. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. 2nd and 3 now. From the 21. That one's complete, right side. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
From the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, to stop it. So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Ball on the tee, and here we go. Has this at the 6. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Voyagers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They'll run the counter. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9.
The pass complete to number 35.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26, and it'll give him a 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
From the 37. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by the defense. At the 20. And they'll return it for a touchdown. The Desperados push their lead further to start the half. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Desperados make it a 24-point ball game. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
30-yard line.
Back to throw now. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Desperados and this running back headed back out for a new series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And they'll have 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll throw it again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Handoff now from the gun. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. All set up now for 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front maybe to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. So now here's 3rd and 5. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. The Desperados piling onto the scoreboard yet again. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Desperados grow their lead yet again. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's intended to. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They give it to him again. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
The gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Pass play coming here. Cut for big yards on the right side. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. This one, well, it has been a rough watch for the hometown guys. Their side getting blown out as we begin the 4th. First down, ball at the 36. Back to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now
he'll throw off the play fake. And And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got fourth down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
He connects downfield on 4. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 20 on second down. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue to push for the goal line.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for this. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
The offense headed back to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. They'll run here on 1st down. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Cut out left. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They're set up at the 35 now. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Throw on 3rd down. Setting up the screen. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They gain 14 on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. He'll throw it yet again. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Ball start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Running it after the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
That's cut beyond the marker. He has the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Voyagers get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And this onside kick doesn't go their way. The hands team makes the cover. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Another drive coming up for this offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Blown back gets the handoff. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they can just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's only able to manage 1 yard. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that grows the lead to 27.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Voyagers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing from the gun here. Pass is hauled in by the running back.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the defense. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. The Desperados keep running away with this. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Desperados continue piling onto this lead.
Voyagers 13.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now outruns their offense to take over. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Sending a receiver left. They go play action on first. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing now off play action. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Desperados are your winners as we say so long from Melbourne.